Hello everyone, it's Belladonna and Madam Weepsy again, here to tell you about 5 things we like about Dark City. One, the sheer look of this film is stunning beyond belief. Now this came out at a time when I believe it was competing with The Matrix, which of course everybody went wild about, and understandably so. The special effects of The Matrix overtook everything, etc. The look of this film, however, has a lot of CGI in it that works quite beautifully. There are a few moments that are a bit iffy, like the look of the creatures and whatever, but overall, the look of this picture is stunning beyond belief. You took the silent film Metropolis, combined it with Tim Burton's Batman, threw in a bunch of other stuff, and you get this dark, gritty city that is just like you're being transported somewhere else, but you don't know quite where you are. It's really beautifully shot, it's beautifully animated in its own right, and I think the fact that it is perpetually dark really works. Might have put people off, I don't know, but it's quite awesome the way the set design was, the way the lighting was, and the costuming in this. You're looking at these individuals that look sort of like Cenobites meet the Cenoborgs or something. You're seeing like the works of H.R. Giger come to life, so to speak. Really beautifully made all the way around. Very few films look better than this. I think it's better than The Matrix, in my opinion. Similar kinds of themes, I guess. I prefer this one. I went and saw both in the theater. I remembered this one. The Matrix, didn't like it as much. I liked it, but not as much. 2. The music. Now, you want to have a good score for a film and good background music, whatever else. This film has music throughout constantly. Sometimes you don't even really notice it. The music is like another character, sort of like the music of Jaws or something, or the music of Superman coming, This music really highlights the entire film. It's never not there. And so in every moment you actually have the music acting as a sort of another character for it, as though it's really setting that stage for you, keeping you in the story, keeping you paying attention without you even really noticing it sometimes. So even though it's not a score that is like something like Star Wars or things like that everybody goes right to, it's actually far more subtle and becomes a very important part of the film itself. Not just music for the film, but it's actually a part of the film, in my opinion. I think that's brilliant, and I think it actually locks you into your seat and keeps you watching. That's my opinion. 3. Alex Proyas, the director. Now, Alex Proyas has done various different things, but he, before this, did, of course, the film The Crow. Now, I think that perhaps his experiences as the director on that film perhaps got into this as well, because you have a sort of comic book style. The darkness and the grittiness, that's the backdrop of Detroit City, whereas this is Dark City. Interesting. I think there are a lot of, I don't want to say parallels, but a lot of influences that come from The Crow and that Alex actually put into them. I think his experiences helped him grow as a director, and though this may not have done as well commercially, I think it shows that he did a very commercial film and came out to be a really artistic director. But I think this is another chance for him to show how amazing of a director he is, both coming off The Crow, going into this, creating almost his own style, his own world of directing. I think he has the ability to tell such dark, cryptic stories in a beautiful way. Number 4. Kiefer freaking Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland is another one of those actors. He's like the greatest of greats. I mean, The Lost Boys, Flatliners, everything he's ever done. He's just Kiefer Sutherland. Now, I think his character of Dr. Schreiber in this is so amazingly played. He has his strange accent, he has his weird and unusual bearing and his little bowler hat, and he's got kind of a scarred face, and he has that very strange way of acting and behaving. I think Kiefer Sutherland, again, is one of those actors who proves he is so amazingly versatile. There is almost nothing he can't do. Put him in anything. He could be all of it. He's an amazing actor, and I think he's another one that really solidifies the vibe of this movie. Now, Rufus Sewell and Jennifer Connelly from Labyrinth, of course, are in here, and they're like the main characters, really. But Kiefer Sutherland is a bit of a show stealer, and his Dr. Schreiber is, I think, both disturbing and amusing at the same time. I think another actor would not have done it justice. Mr. Sutherland is one of the things that truly makes this picture amazing. And number 5, Richard O'Brien. Who doesn't love Richard O'Brien? Of course, of Rocky Horror fame. But Richard O'Brien is one of those people I think of. When I think film and art, I think of people like Richard O'Brien. Yes, of course, Rocky Horror, but he's just an amazing and multi-talented individual. And I've seen him act, of course. We've seen him as Riff Raff and whatnot, and many other things, but his character in this as the antagonist was truly, I think, quite gripping. I think that Richard O'Brien, I would have never expected him to be in this. I don't know how it came to be. I have to look into that. But he fit this part so perfectly that it was like he was born for it. Like he was sewn up into that weird Cenobite outfit. Richard O'Brien is freaking awesome. And I have to give, now that I think of it, a special shout out to the actor Bruce Spence, who is also in this film alongside Mr. O'Brien. And Bruce Spence, of course, was in the Mad Max films that had Pilot and whatnot, and he's freaking awesome too. These individuals as the villain characters, I mean, I don't want to give it away if you've not seen it, but if you've seen it, you understand. I think they are the heart of this dark city. There's so much going on here. I think it's beautifully done. One thing to remember, whichever edition, this is director's cut, but if you're watching an edition that is not, there is a bit of a voiceover at the beginning of the film. Mute your TV or whatever. Don't listen to the voiceover. Let the mystery take you. Let these wonderful actors and the director and the music and the setting take you on a journey into the dark city. Truly an awesome film. Madam Weeps. Oh, Madam Weeps. What do you think of Dark City? Do you give it 2 paws up? Hey, even Ebert really loved this. This is one of his most favorite movies. So Madam Weeps, 2 paws up. Alright, darling. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
And now you know the truth. Sleep now.